Is this the India's ambitious project, sir?
And one more thing is there is a problem, there is one more doubt expressed is when supply source is changed from fossil fuel to green energy, the grid may be affected.
Yeah.
The grid supply may be affected. That may lead to some change, but there should not be disturbance even for a fraction of a second. So that also the government is taking care of, asking the companies to ensure that there should not be disturbance when it is shifted from fossil fuel to green energy source. That also they have to ensure. The company has to ensure.
When the civil experts has raised concert on the first time, this is the first ambitious project of India.
First ambitious project in the world. First time this is experimenting.
Okay.
I think that may be successful. We cannot say that, but hope that it will be successful.
Yeah.
And it will ensure success for 25 years, not for small period. And that will give a lot of comfortness to the consumers, especially the power supply should not disturb. So in the information technology service needs power supply. Even there should not be disturbed even a fraction of a second. Even healthcare services, when the operation surgery is going on, there should not be disturbance of power.
Yes, sir.
Education, there should not be power distribution. Even connectivity, internet connection, it needs power supply. Everything is dependent on electricity supply. That should be available for 24/7, and that should be compulsorily supplied to the needy supplier.
So nowadays houses are also having the same solar lights.
Central government is introducing Surya Jyoti, PM Surya Jyoti Ujjwala Yojana.
Okay.
Based on that, if any individual also, if he wants to establish a power plant above his own house,
yeah.
you can small plants with 300 units of manufacturing capacity. They can install the solar plants in their house. They can produce the solar and you can use it. And excess anything available with them, they can supply to the transmission company that will use by the grid, and they will pay to the user.
Okay.
So that is the first time investment, one-time investment for resident people who wants to install solar power. Out of that, the government is going to give 30% as subsidy. Suppose the person is going to spend 3 lakhs. The central government will give subsidy of 30%. It depends upon the install capacity. So the 30% the central government is giving a subsidy. The person who is going for installing residential solar power plant, solar roof at his home. So this is the advantage. Surya Yojana, that plant.
Is it going to work out, sir?
Why not?
For houses?
That also will be useful, sir.
In
Earlier,
the rainy seasons or all.
yes. They did maintenance for 3-4 days, once in a week. I think we have to clean it. There are service providers are there to clean the all these solar panels. Yes, specialized solar panels are there. They are cleaning that. They are providing services. Because of increasing the solar power, the cost is also reduced. Earlier, the solar power 10 years back, the solar cost of unit for solar power was around 16 rupees. Now it is reduced to 2 rupees 50 paisa. So this is the increase in production reduces the cost, and that will provide the available services also to the producer as well as user. And how these companies are selected?
Sir.
How these supplying companies are selected? That is the bidding will be there, means in the tender, and that they have to contribute. The eligible companies will be selected, and they will be having experience basis, investment basis, and also their services basis, their capacity basis, what are the facilities they are having. All this depends upon they will be made eligible to bid for the tender, and that will be approximately minimum capacity of 250 minimum megawatts.
Okay.
Each contract should be minimum of 250 megawatts. And this renewable energy component also can include wind, hydro, and any combination of the same. Solar, wind, hydro. Any combination of power can be used by the contractor company to provide supply around the clock 24/7 to the consumers. And that contract will be for 25 years. If the contractor could not provide the service, any deficiency, suppose 85% he has to provide. He could provide only 75%. After the 10%, he has to pay 25% as penalty.
Okay.
The contract amount is so stringent that he has to pay penalty of deficit in providing power supply to the consumers.
What is the minimum capacity of bid, sir?
Bid capacity, they have not mentioned. They have mentioned that minimum plant is 250 megawatts. It depends upon area to area, place to place, or it may be, if it is a far area, suppose in remote places, it may be costly. If there is a water in nearby places, it may be cheap. Everything depends upon the location. But the capacity is 250 megawatts.
And
Minimum
storage, sir?
There is no storage
There is no
required.
storage required.
Production, supply. Production, supply.
Got it.
There is no storage. And if storage is required, I think the government, some companies are trying to build batteries.
Okay.
Just like batteries, so that the power generated with renewable energy can be stored and can be used whenever required. Just like batteries are there.
Like inverters, sir?
Inverters. Now, some companies are trying. I think until now, I think no company is successful. That may come to light. So all these are advantages. A risky step taken by the central government. Hope will be successful and will be beneficial for
These are for every people.
25 years.
Yeah.
Just like roads, they have taken contract for 15 years. National Highway Authority use contract for 15 years. For some cases, some plants are 30 years. Build, operate, lease, transfer. They have to construct the roads, operate and lease and transfer. This is the way how the government is providing basic necessities of electricity to the consumers, industries, public utilities, every service, uninterrupted service. That is most important.